If I told you there's a revenue stream in your online business that can add $500,000 without spending a single dollar on ad, would you believe me? Probably no. I knew this. If you stay till end of this video, I will prove you wrong. With practical example, how I did this for a wellness brand with proven strategy, no theoretical knowledge. Most of the business owners, they are sitting on a gold mine without realizing it. When I audit 6-7 bigger brands and found their strategy, they are spending $50,000, $100,000. Some of them, they are spending $200,000 on active ads per month, but their email list basically collecting dust. They have subscriber of 100,000 people, but they've never sent them emails. They probably send 1 or 2 active campaign per month. It's like you have a Ferrari in your garage but never use it. Hi, I'm Asik. I'm the founder of Asik Marketing. Till now, we have helped over 65 plus brands and unlocked millions of hidden revenue using performance and email marketing. So whatever I'm about to show you, it's no theory, it's practical playbook that we use for our clients. Let me give you some example. We have started working with this wellness brand back in April. So before that, they are basically sending emails like email flows, no active campaigns. Like someone set up their checkout abandoned, browse abandoned, customer went back, this kind of flows. And from these flows, they are like customers coming in, new email subscribers coming means their flows are triggering and they're basically getting sales of the flows. No active email campaign. If I show you some data, so from here and so the greens that you can see that actually represent the flows, the automation flows, and the flows, those are active campaigns. So before April, when they were doing the emails, basically they are doing nothing. Someone just implemented all the flows and the flows were just getting the results automatically. But if you see after that from April, we introduced active email campaigns. So from campaigns, you can see gradually the revenues went up and the campaign percentage of campaigns in the, if you see the September, so it's much higher than the actual email flows. Before going to every tiny details of this is, let me introduce why this actually happens. So nowadays, businesses, they mostly focus on new customer acquisition like Google Ads, influencer marketing, Facebook ads, which is very important. I'm not saying to ignore it, but business owners, they completely ignore the email marketing. And the simple reason is active email campaigns need lot of time and lot of attention. First, you need to come up with the idea, then you need to design the copy, design the actual emails, segment your audience, thousands of things you need to sync together before sending out a campaign. So business owners who are already busy with existing tasks of the business, it feels a bit overwhelming in front of them. So the task, the email marketing, go to next week, next month, and actually never happens. So when you are busy with all of these things, your competitors are mailing your customers twice a week. And the results are also like that. You are paying $50 to $100 for acquiring new customers, and from them you are just extracting 20% of their lifetime value. The reason is you are not in touch with them. Till now, I have discussed what's the actually problem, why this happened, all the problem things. But you are not here to listen to the problem, right? You are here to listen to solution. So in our agency, we solve this entire problem using this 3-pillar framework. The first pillar of solving this problem is frequency fix. When we onboard this brand, we found they were not sending any active email campaigns regularly. So if I show you their result, so you can see that most of the sales were coming from flows, not from any campaigns. So literally when we onboard them and we started running email campaigns actively and consistently. First month, we started with 1 email per week on design email and try to warm up the account and kind of, gradually we introduce 2 email per week, then 3 email per week. And you can see the result overall time. So we were running ads for them. That's a separate thing. But in email campaign, we introduce active email campaigns and you can see the active email campaign revenue in blue color. So the second thing is we maintain this kind of Excel sheet for all of the brands, all of the brands that we work with, basically our clients. So you can see previously they were selling, very little amount of active email campaigns. Later in the month of April, that when we introduced, then we started with 1 email a week, then we gradually improved. So you can see the result, the open rate also increased, the revenue also. Revenue is another part. I don't want to focus on revenue right now. So the average order value, that's a separate thing. But you may ask, what about the unsubscriber rate? Okay, when you introduce the frequency later, then you can face the unsubscriber rate high. So the problem is you need to understand, if anyone is unsubscribing your email list, they are not going to buy from you anyway. Okay, you need to be clear in this. So you can see the unsubscriber rate also. When we improve the frequency, the shocking thing is the unsubscribe rate also went down. So that's the thing that actually show that when you are providing value to your people, when are people seeing okay, this brand is showing me the value, not the salesy product, presentation. They are seeing value. So basically your unsubscriber rate went down. So this is the thing. Similarly, if you see the SMS revenue, it also went up. But in this video, I don't want to talk much about revenue of SMS campaign. I just want to stick to the point on email campaign. So here it comes to the second point. What actually the planning system? The planning system companies, when you are sending 2 emails per week, you need a proper structure for maintaining such a volume, because it's not like you are just sleeping and you wake up, you just send an email. So you need a proper planning, whom to send, when to send, what to send, all of these things previously. So for maintaining high volume quality emails, you need a proper structure. So similar like the revenue channel, we have created another structure that is for our emails. Okay, so if I show you from here, like we have introduced what's the date when to send, and uh, what the theme of the email, and what's the title of the email, and what's the point that you need to choose. So similarly, if I show you, we planned the entire thing 1 week ago or the 1 month ago sometimes. So here we introduce the title, the theme, what to send, and what's the channel to send, like the email campaign or the SMS campaign or the both campaign. So previously we select all of this. Then what's the segment? We have introduced some different segments. What is the segment to send, like 180 days engagement segment, like new email subscriber, engage segments, like the giveaway. Some people, they just come from the giveaway. So we need to lure that customer differently, okay? Not the regular one. So because they come from giveaway, so we need to keep in mind. So what are the audience that we need to exclude from the email, like the recently purchased. For example, if someone, like if any customer buy from us, eventually they get different emails, like the shipping address, the shipping is this, the shipping is there, you need delivery, you have delivery this day. So they get plenty of emails from us, so that we don't want to overwhelm them with our other emails, so that they become frustrated. The thing is, what's the status of the email? So it's scheduled or sent, and it's a approval stage, like if and it's in designing stage. For example, we bring a idea, we saw that idea, we create a copy, then we send the copy to a designing team. If the email is a designing email, the designer, he design all the emails. Basically, it's actually helps you to create a proper structure, and so that you don't miss any email, or you become consistent in your overall task. So similarly, if I show you the different themes, like the addressing the customer pain point, the fatigue stakes. Basically, it's a wellness brand. That's why we introduce. You see the themes, the title are based on that. So if I show you an SMS campaign, so it's a flash sale. Sometimes we give flash sale, and for flash sale, you need to give, like, SMS is the best for flash sale, because email, if you compare email versus SMS, the SMS response, the SMS open rate is higher than the email, because the limitation with SMS, you already know, like you can't put much information over SMS. So the sales kind of information, the flash sale, the heavy discount, okay, so this works on SMS better. So in SMS, we choose the giveaways for the person who come to our email list because of the giveaway, so that it's easy for them for giving the flash sale and capture the audience. So we have excluded the recently purchased, and we have approval, and like the stage is in approval. So if you see it, so today is 4th October. So basically it's a 4th October. So our weeks, we are in planning, we are weeks ahead, sometimes in month ahead. So this is our entire system, and this is how we track the data of customers, so that we don't miss anything. The third pillar of solving this problem is content engine. Content engine is nothing but a fancy name of content ideas. Remember, when you are sending emails in bulk, 2-3 email campaign per week, you need to generate a lot of ideas. So for generating those ideas, I had prepared this diagram, the content engine. So if you see, there are 6 ideas, and let me describe you. And these are the 6 ideas that is giving the best result right now in the market. So let me describe one by one. So if I start from here, so the first is behind the scenes. So behind the scenes, people wanna know how their product is made, what's the process, what's the struggle of making the product. The simple example is, if you see nowadays YouTubers are starting their brand. So in the brand, in their content itself, they show the behind the scenes of making the product. So it create a trust, and basically it feels like the customer is in the journey of making the product. So the first is the people love to see how the product is made. The second is the social proof bomb. 5 to 6, create 5 to 6 customer reviews. Okay, and basically your customers who love your product, you just request them to give you a feedback, a video feedback, and you use the video feedback for making a email, so that So if you think about it, your customers are selling your product by giving you a testimonial. So you are not selling. So people love what other people love according to psychology. The third is problem solution bridge. So you identify a problem according to your niche, your customer face, okay, and you exaggerate the problem. What's this problem? What if you don't use the product in long term? What's gonna happen? So and you place your product in between them. So it's a problem solving bridge. So it's not always you are pushing your product, okay, without any context. So you are giving value all the time to your customers, so your customers will love your product and basically they can buy from you. The fourth is seasonal relevance. So your product, your holidays, okay, or the seasons, different Valentine Day, summer prep, so you need to give some sort of reminder before these festivals are coming, so they can buy your product and they can get aware of that, like you are congratulating them before the season come. And the fourth is educational with soft sell. Teach a valuable lesson to your customers about your industry, whatever you're selling, okay? So if I give you an example of omega-3 capsules nowadays are selling, so if you compare the omega-3 sorry, I'm sorry, so the omega-3 content from different dry fruits, okay, for example walnut, versus the omega-3 that you are sourcing from a fish based compound, okay, for example sardine. So what's the difference and what's the quality difference? That means you are not selling directly, you are just educating your customers what does that actually mean, and in between you just place your product. This is omega-3 and this is from our brand and this is the ingredient. And the fourth is mystery discount and mystery discount campaign and early access. So whenever customers are subscribing your email list, okay, they are bound to get your email. So psychologically they know when they are subscribing your email, they give they get some sort of discount or they get regular updates. So when you give such updates, such early access, for example your sales basically start on your website from next day, and before 24 hour you give a early access to your email subscribers, that feels a bit engaging to them and they can buy from you. So these are the 6 ideas basically that works best among all of these things. And the thing is, this depend on industry to industry, what industry you are in. So look among these ideas what works best for you. Remember, your email list is the most valuable asset of your business and the email marketing channel that you truly own. What if Facebook ban your account tomorrow? You can't do anything. What if Google introduces their new algorithm? Basically you can't do anything. So the email marketing that is staying with you forever. So treat it like a gold mine and stop leaving money on the table. Look, I can talk about this for hours, but if you just listen to the videos and don't implement, you can't go anywhere. So after watching this video, whatever points I told you, just implement by yourself. Or if you want a professional help for your email marketing, for your ads, for your digital marketing, you can book a call from our description or you can scan this QR code. If you find this video helpful, do smash the like button and subscribe to our channel so that I can come up with new value packed videos like this. I will see you in the next video. Until then, keep growing.